morning, Kyle. What's going on here on this beautiful Saturday morning?
Well, David, today we're holding our 11th annual Water and Wheels Fun Fly. It's hosted by the Paul Bunyan Radio Controlled Flyers Club. And we have the opportunity out here at Moberg Airplane Sea Base to fly off the lake and fly off the grass runway. We have pilots from neighboring states, pilots from Canada. It's a good turnout. We have raffles, we have meals, we have good friendships, and it's just a great time.
Hey, what do we got there?
That is a Sig Rascal 110.
Now, not being a model air. Well, wait a minute, guys. You see the back of my shirt?
Oh, you have to be careful.
Pilot, plunder, and pillage.
Seaplane people.
Pillage.
Yeah, it fits right in for this year, doesn't it?
Yeah, but we don't plunder and pillage.
Next year, you talk to me before you go. I'll tell you all about it.
Okay.
I assume you made the airplane. I know nothing about the kits, so I don't know what questions to ask you. What kind of power you have coming off this engine?
I have a 1.6 cubic inch 4-stroke engine on the front of it, opposed twin.
Okay, now somebody who doesn't fly models, can you relate that to horsepower? 1 horsepower, half horsepower?
Yeah, it's probably a, what, horse and a half, you think?
I suppose at least that.
Yeah.
With that
Oh, okay. All right.
CCs.
And how do you steer it? I don't see any water rudders on there.
No, this one doesn't have any water rudders, and as long as we have nice calm air like that, it will work fine with just the rudder.
Talk about a perfect Saturday morning, glassy water.
Yep,
Well,
it
I'm
is.
looking forward to seeing it fly.
You probably will, real soon.
Sorry, I did
Oh, he was doing.
Rescue boat out there in case the plane Okay, Cal, let's just take a look at this airplane.
So this is the Cessna 150 foam airplane. We have our controls in here, our servos. Up here we have our speed control. Right here is where we put our large battery.
Let me get around here.
Our battery goes in here. Our motor's obviously inside the cowling here.
Right.
And one thing nice about these foam planes is they're light, they're quiet, and they're not oily like we get with the Rascal over there that Bud has.
Now, are they designed to come apart if you hit the water hard?
Well, if you hit it hard enough, it'll just break.
Oh,
But
okay.
they don't have breakaway, parts, things like that. These do come off to put on a tricycle gear to fly it off the grass as well too. So these come off. This apparatus comes off. Put on your wheels. The wings come off too for transport. And
Oh,
things.
sure,
So,
sure.
so
You're going to put the battery
here's
in?
a battery here, David. The
How many
Gens
milli-
Ace.
3,800 milliamp?
3800 milliamps. It's a 6S, fairly large battery, and it works great. This is a great flying airplane, isn't it, Scott? It is. It's
How
just-
long is the battery? How long does the battery run the motor?
Well, I set mine for 8 minutes, and
that's
I could
one.
probably go maybe 10 at max.
let's
But
say
I'd like to have a little
5
extra in case you have to make a couple passes.
How fast to recharge time does it take to charge the battery up to full capacity?
Probably half an hour,
Okay.
40
So
minutes.
you have 2 or 3 batteries.
Yeah,
then.
yeah. I try to have 2, sometimes 3. Although you get into the 6S batteries, you're talking a little more money. So
Oh yeah.
try to just have a couple for sure. So this is equipped with flaps, which is nice. So for takeoffs and landings. Does have the water rudder. You're asking about the water rudder on Bud's over there. This one does here, and it's run with the rudder on the airplane too, and the water rudder.
Well, that's the
down
way
there.
the big boys do it too.
Yeah. So, and but yeah. Yeah, sorry, man.
Am I too close?
Nope.
Okay. Have you recovered from Oshkosh?
More or less.
More or less. Okay.
What do you think, Bill?
It's been kind of a family get together. It seems like people have been coming here for quite a few years. And
Perfect spot for it, isn't it?
it's perfect. You know, you got the grass, you got the lake.
You got
The weather this week's been beautiful. You can tell by the glass on the water.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about losing the airplane on the water with high winds.
No, no.
It looks like an RV
It looks
store.
like a campground, doesn't it? So, we try to get together in the evenings and sit and visit.
Over on this side of the closet. Okay, so there's another camper there, but I don't know.
So here we got some gas, some electric airplanes that fly off the gas.
Now with gas, you can stay up longer.
Yes, yes you can. Some guys use regular gas. A lot of the planes are still the nitro fuel. Some 2-stroke, some 4-strokes.
4-stroke.
There's a large gas engine right here, very large plane. Electric ignition on it.
Oh, am I behind on things?
What do you got on here, Dennis, for the motor?
DA 50 cc gas.
50 cc
This
gas.
is mostly all
Yeah,
metric.
very large. So
There are a mixture of other stuff in there too.
yeah, then we got guys with trailers that just have too many planes to transport. They just like to throw them in, go to other places.
Oh yeah, I've been there.
So, yeah.
Been there, done that.
Yeah. So
Put the toys in the trailer and go.
yep, that's right. It's a good idea to keep the foamies out of the sun. So a lot of guys have the tents and things.
Now,
Here we have a little biplane flying here, David, a little electric one.
so Kyle, what do I? Just one person's display of machines,
Yes. Yep.
and then
We've got a good kind of a variety of airplanes here.
and then he's got some helicopters over there.
Helicopters, Mobergs, biplanes, gas, electric. Yep, some of the larger helicopters there. In fact, one was flying up earlier, so.
I like the idea of putting pop bottles over the stakes so there's nothing sharp
So
sticking
we
up.
can see it. We put this fence up here to make sure the pilots are behind that, just for safety reasons, because you never know. Planes do get out of hand sometimes. Sometimes things happen. You don't have any say on it.
Well, this is where the activity is.
This
Hi.
young man here is probably our youngest pilot. What, 94 right now?
94.
94.
Your first name is Dick?
Dick, yes.
Dick, what's the last name, Dick?
Brundage. Like Avery Brundage of the Olympics. No relationship at all. I
Where,
hate
Tell
where,
me,
where do you come out of, Dick?
Longville.
Longville.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
First
I
time
would-
here?
I wouldn't miss this event. I come here every year, and the year I don't show up is the year you guys will be sending cards.
cards
to my
to
my
Pat.
house. Poor
Well,
old
let's
Dick.
hope that's not for a while.
Poor old Dick passed away.
So what's your airplane here, Dick?
Well, let's just scratch. It's, I don't know what you would call it. It's a sailplane on floats.
Okay.
It's actually designed to climb to altitude and then chop it. I never fly it around with the engine running.
Okay.
you know, oh, you just glide it. Just
You
the engine's to get off the water and then you glide it.
As soon as I get to altitude, I shut the engine off, prop folds, glide around, and just use the engine to get to altitude again. On days when there are good thermals, you can spend a half hour up there. You know.
No, I never even thought about that.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Now,
basically
why do you use?
sailplane. Basically a sailplane.
Why don't you?
Folding back
Why do
like
you
that.
use water? Why don't you have it on wheels?
Well, I wanted one on water. I got enough wheel airplanes. the way
Okay,
it is.
that's a good reason. I wanted one.
Yeah.
All right.
You can't get too many float airplanes. Right, Jerry?
Right. I think that's right.
I got to get over here and see what's going on.
Thank you, Dick.
Good engineer thing. Whoa.
That looks good there, Frank. That looks really nice.
I'll be back in a second to talk to you.
All right.
Hold on.
This is a replica of a twin otter. Well, that's my best guess.
There it is.
Okay, let's just stop here a little bit.
Sure.
We got.
I set this down.
Well, wait a minute. That's part of.
I just want to unplug the battery because I don't need it
Okay.
hot anymore. There. All right.
Well, I know the first name is Paul, but what's
Yes.
the last name?
Staffkey.
Safety?
Staffkey.
Want to spell that for me?
Stafki. Or if you're an airplane person, Sierra, Tango, Alpha, Fox, Kilo, India.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, this is the quietest machine I've ever seen, but there's no propeller. It sounds like a jet, but it runs on a battery, so that's really confusing for me.
It has a propeller, but it's actually the turbine of a jet. It runs on an electric motor.
Okay.
Yep. It uses a very large battery. You can see the size of the battery.
Okay.
And it burns up that battery in about 3.5 minutes.
Whoa, is that because it's spinning the fan so fast?
Yep.
So there's no combustion, strictly air in the front and out the back?
Yep,
and
exactly.
the fan-
It's a jet, except it's not a fuel-powered engine, it's electric-powered engine.
Okay, that makes sense. 'Cause when I saw you flying it, I said there should be more noise than that. I couldn't figure it out. All right, let's see.
And that does have shock absorbing,
Yeah, the front gear is shock absorbing.
Okay.
retractable.
Retractable?
Yep.
Yeah.
And how about the main gear?
Yep.
Retractable also?
Yeah, you can see where they tuck up in there.
Okay.
And this one has lights in the front too.
That's nice because you know your nose gear is down if you see the light. Whew.
I just quit when I clear that.
Is that your kill button?
No, that's not the slow button. I'm just getting it off that screen. I don't understand that. And now just a minute. Now I shut it off. Now we gotta turn the receiver off.
There's a piece between your feet. That's what you're looking for?
I think I'll just leave it on that screen and we'll fly it.
Ready?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, it's back on.
Oh shit, I did that wrong. It's gotta be off, Rod.
Gotta be off.
Yeah, I guess it is off. Okay, leave it off for just 1 minute.
In off or out
Yeah, in is off.
Okay.
Okay, now you should be good.
You got nothing. There you go.
Okay. All right, well, let's try that again. Be careful with the clutch.
Is that battery operated?
Yeah. It's 15 size brushless salt runner.
It's hard to hear with the engine. Oh, someone's coming behind us. Oh, shoot. Prop hit something.
rubber off that tire.
Okay, stand behind your airplane and
Okay.
I want to talk to you. Well, Frank, this looks like a twin otter. I say Frank, I see it on your shirt, but I don't know your full name. What is it?
Frank Tatnan.
How you spell that?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Okay, we'll call you Frank.
It's Finnish.
Okay, oh, Finnish. Well, I can understand that. Okay, I've had a ride in a twin otter.
Oh, you
when I was
have?
in New York, yep. And I love the airplane. How'd you decide to make a twin otter versus whatever else is out there?
Oh, ever since I saw the differential thrust, I had to have one.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So I
now-
can steer it without water rudders, see?
Yes, okay. This looks like it's battery operated?
Yep, yep.
Oh, man. And this is a kit you have to build?
No, this was came out of a box like this.
Wow.
Yeah, it's VQ Warbirds makes it.
What's it made of? Material.
Well, it's balsa wood and covered with their fabric that's pre-printed and stuff.
Oh, so you have to, the fabric's on the wings already?
It's already on the wings, yep.
So you just basically put it together.
Yep, that's all you do.
Now, how long can you run on the batteries?
Oh, I can run maybe 10 minutes.
That long?
Yeah, I'm running 2 batteries in it, so it'll run 10 minutes.
I'm very impressed with the airplane. I mean,
It flies very nice. It's a fun airplane to fly.
Wow. Now, tell me again where you got it at.
VQ Warbirds is the name of the place. If you looked them up on a model magazine or on the internet, you'd find them.
Okay.
They're very big in this size of Warbird type airplanes, B-25s and 26s and all kinds of stuff.
Okay. Well, I'll definitely go take a look at that.
Yeah.
Get my shadow out of here.
You want to get Dick a little closer?
Dick, why don't you come closer to the shoreline so you can see better? Okay, let go.
You look cool with the glasses on, Mom.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mom,
it's
huh?
hard to see. Well, we're in the tent. It's made just for the ladies to keep them in the shade, and then all of a sudden, pop, comes 2 male species. You want to be in the shade, or is it because you want to be with all the women?
Like that, sir?
Yes.
Yes, both. You want to be with the women.
Yes.
Don't be so shy about it. You get excited about it, you know. Okay, ladies.
Perfect.
This will be on the Stephen Colbert show tonight.
Okay.
Frank, this blue thing that's in your hand, I see him put it in the engine. What can we get out of the shade here?
Well, the engine that he's flying on is a nitro glow engine. It uses a glow plug for ignition. Most of the airplanes now are using a spark plug, but this one uses a glow plug, and you have to heat that coil in the glow plug to start the airplane, and that's what this is for.
Okay, now that makes sense. Oh, I got a shot of it.
We're gonna try taking her into the weeds, Dick.
I'll be okay. I got her. Okay, Dad, I got it now.
It's so difficult to land.
You can hear it cutting the weeds. Is that hard on the prop?
Yeah, it is. Well, probably not. I don't
You have to get your feet wet, it looks like.
Didn't chew it up.
Now that light is blinking. Does that mean something?
No, it's just for visual, I guess.
Okay,
That's all it's
just
for.
a visual, all right.
Yeah.
I thought it was a clue something was wrong then.
Nope.
That's one of the quieter motors.
Yeah.
That plane looks a lot like the CL-215 water bomber.
Yeah, this is based after a cartoon, actually.
After a cartoon?
Yeah, there was a cartoon in the 90s called Tailspin, and it's kind of modeled after that. It's getting very old. I'm just kind of hoping that doesn't sink when I put it in. Yep.
Where'd it go? I lost it. Because I used to fly seaplanes, I thought these model seaplanes were the answer. And then came along the F-22, which has an engine that sounds like a jet engine, but it's not. Sounds like my mother's Hoover vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
You're too young to know what a Hoover vacuum cleaner is.
Oh, I've seen them.
Oh, okay. How much time can you fly it?
This one, about 3.5 minutes.
Okay, do you have a warning?
Yep, I got a timer on the remote. It just counts down. Lets me know in intervals of how close I am to...
This is all styrofoam?
Yep, all styrofoam. 90 millimeter EDF fan.
You buy it and it snaps together or what?
Yeah, you buy it. You just put the wings on, put the horizontal stabilizers on and elevator, and pretty much ready to fly.
As long as you know what you're doing.
Yeah, as long as you know what you're doing.
Otherwise, it's going to be a heap of styrofoam.
Oh yeah. Oh, I've had that in the past.
Lunch is served to all the people that come here, and how do you know how many lunches to make?
Well, the people get a lunch ticket, and when they go through line, they give us the ticket. But we usually estimate around 40 pilots with guests. It stays pretty stable year to year.
And the stuff on the table is for drawings or something?
Yep, we do drawings for a couple of big items. We have a couple of big model planes, and then we do a 50-50 drawing.
And how about supper tonight? Is that everybody's?
Supper tonight's included in the pilot's registration.
Okay.
And we do pork roast and
Like a potluck.
like a potluck. People bring food to
Where does
share.
the pot roast come from? Pulled pork or whatever?
That Candy
Oh,
knows
you
that.
make it.
I make all the pork roast, yep.
So tonight's supper is going to be what, and where does it come from?
The pork, I purchased it through the school in LaPorte, through the kitchen in the school.
That's pulled pork then, or what?
No, it's just pork roast, and then people can pull it themselves. A little barbecue sauce here, and so.
And that's for supper tonight?
That's for the meal tonight, yeah. the main
Anything
meal.
else besides pork?
What? All our club members bring a dish to share.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yep. So I'm going to bring deviled eggs this year, besides making all the pork roast.
By the way, who am I talking to?
I'm Candy Hadrava.
Hadrava?
Yep.
Any related to Dwayne Hadrava?
Probably be my husband's cousin.
Okay.
Oh.
Just a minute. Thank you.
Yeah.
As I looked out on the lake, here came a full-size seaplane, a Cessna 172, being used for flight instruction for a student to get his seaplane rating. The flight instructor was Mark Cook. I don't recall the gentleman's name taking the lesson. I did record his landing, I thought, but I didn't hit the record button, so I missed his perfectly smooth glassy water landing. Oh well, maybe better next time. That was the best glassy water I've ever seen.
Really?
Oh, that was perfect.
I didn't do it.
I know that.
I got it on video.
Did you hear that?
I did hear that. That was nice of you to say. I didn't do very good with the docking here, though.
It's all part of the learning process.
This is worse than a boat.
It is worse than both.
You going up again? Are you done? Or will we all our stuff there?
No, you're fine. We're going to go up several times.
Oh, you just gonna leave it here? Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
We're just gonna bow.
All right, Mark. Okay.
Thought you guys were gonna come in and partake of the lunch.
We are.
Oh.
That's going to be good. Perfect weather for this fly-in. It couldn't have been any better, especially having the smooth water for the little float plane. If it was windy and there was chop on the lake, they probably wouldn't be able to fly in. A week later, the local chapter of the Experimental Aircraft Association, known as EAA, had their fly-in, only this was with the big airplanes.